oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The final play approaches upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say a lot of things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Play action. It's Burrow. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Minnesota. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yards back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. To throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers now on first down. He sets to fire deep. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give. This is Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Wow, my God. This is not a good start.
To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He's pulling down everything. Oh, my God. Look.
Packers are going to take it once again at their own 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get get their next drive underway. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Come on. Too slow.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down at the 43.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point open good by Crosby. 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
On first down, they'll run with a wonder. Oh, the spin. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a super return.
We're trash today.
So that's the back-to-back drives where they throw an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
That's horrible
right
offense.
now.
I can't stop his offense. This is horrible.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Yeah.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Come on, underthrow.
Time today. Adrian Amos for the pick. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Okay, didn't bring that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is... Oh, he sheds himself free. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Burrow looking to pass. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the game in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now we throw here to his running back, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Complete to his tight end Sample. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Finally scored.
Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50.
Now you get those 2 points back, too. Up.
10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
It rains, it pours.
Penalty and move forward.
Because it was an extra point for me. Like I had scored, and so I was, instead of kicking an extra point, I went for 2.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. They'll going from Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where John.
A lot of bad decisions in this game.
Halftime report, Coach.
Yeah, like I didn't get 3 out of that. I didn't get no points out of that.
Always, as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff in the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it.
Come on, catch the ball, Scaredy.
Indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
Come on, block him.
Give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try to keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they go play it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the left.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
What's going on with my kicking today?
No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking long for Westbrook. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
I think that a lot of people hope that's the last I've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jones again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielding just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Burrow's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They go play action with Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Now it's Burrow. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football now as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.